With respect, Oregon.
If itty-bitty value meals from other places could talk, they'd talk like this.
If Arby's $7 double meats meal could talk, it'd talk like me. Arby's, we have the meats.
Uh-oh. What's going on with connection?
A top 5 matchup in Tuscaloosa tonight. Georgia.
StreamYard, what are we doing here?
And Alabama. Been moving around a little bit, the Crimson Tide. Has been a regular season underdog since 2015. They've been a home underdog since 2007. With Georgia coming here. Knock the Crimson Tide off tonight. Continue their quest. Brutal road schedule for the Dogs. Good signs out there. Some other honeymoon.
I love that. What ball?
LC once said that. LC did.
Oh.
Ugly.
Jesus.
Save it for president. I was trying that last night. I just want to let everybody know.
He was my right-hand. I'm telling you, I did it right-hand. Put him in there last
No way. If not him, Miss Terry might be what you're going to vote for. Miss Terry, baby.
Miss Terry? Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
In the ACC.
Yeah, tons of good games, man.
Team that's in
It's gonna be a
contention
crazy
stepping
day.
out of conference play. Louisville taking the
It's going to be a
bus
great day. This
up
one,
to
too, this
South
Notre Dame
Bend.
game is going to be
Cardinals 3-0 and a big win over Georgia Tech last week. Got a blocked field goal to do it, but with the weather, had difficulties with the flight. Hopped on the bus 4.5 hours or so.
I think
South
Louisville's
Bend is
live
ready
in
to
this
go. So
game.
this is some strength versus
I
strength.
think I like
here.
Louisville on
Notre
the
Dame
points, man.
defense against
A lot of people
Louisville.
seem to be on Notre
Tyler
Dame. I
Shucker's
think I
been
like Louisville on the
playing
point.
well. Maybe Thamel's going to tell us.
I didn't. That one's not. I'm not betting that one. No, that's not in premium.
South Alabama.
That's just
Notre Dame and
That's just a
Louisville
good game
is
to watch.
Huge game for the Fighting Irish.
Maybe live bet. I don't know.
The cards are flying high again.
I like.
And just toppled
I like the
top
coach
10
better for
Notre
Louisville.
Dame.
I like the
When you
defense
lose
better for
to a
Louisville.
certain team one year, maybe when you're supposed
Where
to
they're
win,
playing havoc
you're
in
gonna
so
be
many games,
prepared and
Louisville
go
all the
above
way.
the odds
Yeah,
and make sure
I
that
agree
happens.
completely. The
Redemption
weather's
game
going to be
for
very
me,
interesting
as well as
today.
all these guys. So they got a lot of skill, a lot of new faces around their program.
Very
Really well coached
interesting.
team. So it'll be a lot of fun to go out there.
By the way, guys,
and
last
those
night,
guys.
man, I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of hate for my opinion on Miami and Virginia Tech this week. I know a lot of you guys called me crazy, but hey,
What you do when you're able to run
imagine
the ball
that.
is create
Virginia
some
Tech almost
opportunities
wins
to
the
throw
game outright. I
explosive
told
plays
you guys
downfield.
specifically, Friday night in Miami would
Secondary.
affect the home team.
Two outstanding
Undervalued
players,
Virginia
corner and
Tech,
safety, and the others
overvalued
that are really
Miami.
good.
I wish I sent out Miami to premium. I wish I sent it out. Or Virginia Tech.
Look at those Pro Football
Because
Focus
I was
grades.
dead
That
on in
Notre
that
Dame
game.
secondary is ultra elite. Heard Riley Leonard
That's okay,
talking
though.
about redemption when he played
You
for
got
Duke
Rutgers
year.
last night.
Louisville shut them
I think
out.
you're very
So it's not just
fortunate
Notre
to
Dame,
cash
it's him
a
too.
ticket on
He's only had
Rutgers
one
last
touchdown
night
pass this
between
year.
Yeah, it's
the
incredible. And
the missed
just
field
looks like he and
goals
Mike
and that
Denbrock,
play
the
last
offensive
night where the
coordinator,
guy
came
ran
up from
onto the
LSU.
field.
It just seems like they're still trying to find
Block
that identity.
field goal turns into a
Receivers still
touchdown.
trying to find
Rutgers was the
ability
wrong
to get
side, in
separation.
my
Look for
opinion.
Mitch Evans, the big tight end, to get more
I
involved
bet
today.
Washington,
you're
but
right.
it was a
Louisville's
leg
in
in one
kind
of
of an
my teasers,
underappreciated
so I
brand for
cashed
whatever reason.
first
Last
leg
year
of
it was
some teasers,
Plummer at
but
quarterback. Now it's
Washington
Shuck. They
should have
just
won
happen
last
to
night.
he's just one of these quarterback coaches who knows how to
But
communicate
that's
and
not what
find a way
happened.
to attack
Rutgers won.
with the
So,
guy that he has to work with.
that's
It's going to
football.
be tougher. He hadn't turned the ball over yet. I think that changes today on the road against that Notre Dame secondary.
Well, he's done a great job at
I
quarterback.
think
for the
Louisville's going to
offense.
win
They
this
have a
game,
really
man.
talented
I
group
think
of
Louisville's
receivers
going to
who
win
have made
this game.
explosive plays. But the thing that's been most surprising for me about Louisville
What's the
is
total
their
at?
defense, man. They
I don't
play
like the
great up
under.
front. They've been tough to run against. They create a lot of negative plays.
Let's see what it's
The
at.
question is, Notre Dame's going to play good defense. They've been great on third down. red area,
46 and a
but can
half
they
on
score
FanDuel.
enough
I like
points
under that.
to outscore a team like
I
Louisville?
like under
I'm
that.
excited to see
Under
him. Brom is a
46 and a
phenomenal
half for this
coach. And
game.
let's talk about the Penn State-Illinois game a little bit here. And it's a whiteout in Happy Valley. It's going to be an entirety thing. And this Illinois team, 4-0. Obviously. And Bielma is a
Yeah,
guy
what's
who's
up,
going to
Michael?
build through the trenches.
What's
Last
good,
year they
what's
were a
good?
running team. Quarterback now, Luke Altmaier has 10 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 wide receivers from the transfer portal. Pat
I think
Bryant,
I like
Sakari
Louisville,
Franklin.
man.
They're doing it all. And on the defense,
Let's look at the money split.
they've been able to win games, obviously. 2 weeks ago against Kansas, they give up 186 on the ground. Look out,
Notre
Penn State,
Dame, I
get
mean,
moving. Then against Nebraska last week, they get a win.
It's fairly public.
297 through the sky for Raiola.
The
Drew
money
Aller
splits look
can
just
do his
fine,
thing.
though.
This Illinois team's going to be tested. But I think they're kinda
55%
built
of the
for it.
tickets on
19
Notre
and a half
Dame
point
spread,
dogs.
60%
I think
of
that's
the
where
money.
Bielema wants his team going into Happy Valley.
No, we'll find out. We'll
Interesting.
take a look at the road test
Interesting.
presented by
I
Goodyear.
think I like
Illinois
Louisville
has one.
catching
Do you
6
hear
and a
what
half.
Bielema
I like the
said
under.
this
I think I like the
week?
under
He said
better.
They're doing. He said they're calling for wide out
You like
energy.
Illinois
whatever the
today
hell
too?
that is.
I mean,
Mark's coming in there like
Illinois is.
chest out. 10 takeaways, 7 picks.
I mean, the time to bet Illinois was last week. I mean, you're late to the party on Illinois.
But Illinois
I would
comes in
be
here
selling
sort of
high
feeling
on
itself
Illinois,
a little
man.
bit.
He's about to F around and find out.
It's an extremely public underdog.
State offense that I've been watching.
It's
A
not
lot
good.
of fun. Andy Cole
Illinois
came
is a
over from
very,
Kansas,
very public
creative. You're gonna
underdog,
see
like
different
bad.
personnel groupings, different formations, and you listen to the players and say, we're all having fun because he has us all involved in the offense. Let me show you what Illinois' defense is going to have to contend with tonight in Happy Valley. Now look at this play. It's a diamond formation, right? We talk about 2 tight ends, 1 running back, but they're going to shift. Okay, so Drew Aller comes out, and now you got 44, the tight end. Tyler Ward is the quarterback. So he's in shotgun formation. They're going to pull the right guard, make everything look the same. He's going to RPO off.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with.
The top takes a swing route.
I don't know
He
what's
sets
going
his
on
feet,
with
and then he
YouTube
runs
today.
a power
Very, very
right
weird
down the
algorithm
first
today.
down. Now,
There's
later
like
in
no
the
one in
game,
here today.
the
There's only
same
like 10
exact
people, maybe
diamond
7 to 10
formation.
people at a
They
time.
shift. You got
Very, very
Ward at the
odd. Usually it's
quarterback
like
position again. He's 6'6",
70,
250
80
pounds.
guys
This
in here.
guy is going to throw the ball, right? Same action. Right tackle pulls,
Very
lead
odd.
blocker, but this time they're going to RPO off of that defender. He stays in the box. Watch Warren. He's looking out. He flips it out to Nick Singleton.
This will be a very,
Easy
very
touchdown.
telling game about Penn
He
State, though.
constantly
We're
puts
going to find out how
defenders
good Penn
in
State is.
conflict where they can't make the right decision. I love what I see from this Penn State offense. This is going to be a great game tonight in Happy Valley. I can't
It really
wait.
is. The explosives are amazing. What,
Oh,
like
man,
19
these guys
plays
so
at 20 yards
great.
more in 3 games. They didn't have that many.
They didn't have him last year.
Tyler Ward was a quarterback in high school.
Well, that's the whole reason they hired Andy Kotelnicki, because they couldn't get any explosive plays last year.
Yeah, it's a fun offense.
He's
Minnesota.
not afraid to bring the funk. they're doing all kinds
Speaking
of
of
stuff.
fun stat here, we found out this
See,
week. the
what
back room.
is the total in that
Penn State's only
Minnesota
11
game?
and 8 in these whiteout games. You would think it would be a lot.
Like mid-30s, mid-upper
I
30s?
think this is just a whiteout
35 and a
energy
half.
as opposed to like the actual whiteout.
Yeah, but
We
I'm just-
actually
Yeah,
played in one of those
interesting. Let's
whiteout
see what
games
the
up
money
there,
looks like.
and that was one of the 8.
I will say Michigan is a very public side. Everybody fell in love with Michigan after last week. Now everybody seems to be betting Michigan.
But we have Quinn Ewers.
The markets have
Reese's gonna
reflected
miss
it.
his
I mean, it's
second
up. The
straight
spread's up
start.
to
Texas
11
has a
in
bye
some
next
spots.
week. Oklahoma after that. Expect Quinn Ewers
Went
back
from
for
single
that game.
digits up
Arch Manning
up
makes
to,
his SEC
10, 11.
debut against Mississippi State. In this game here, Mike
I
Hill
thought
Williams is
Michigan
going to
last
be a
week.
game
Am I
time
on a miss
decision, a
week? No.
true game time decision. He'll go through warm-ups.
I don't know why
make sure
people
the
do
staff
this,
make a call
man.
whether he
You see the
returns from
results
his
like the
ankle
week
sprain
prior,
as
and
he
then you
suffered
jump on
against
board.
Clemson.
It's like
In the Louisville
Illinois
game,
was
Reese,
a good
as you
bet
mentioned earlier,
against
Colin Lacey
Nebraska.
looks set
Michigan was
to
a
make
good
his
bet
first
against
career appearance
USC,
for
and
the
now
Cards. He's a
everybody's
star
jumping
wide
on these
receiver
teams
who
today, and
transferred
I
from
just
South
don't
Alabama.
understand it.
He's been
Don't
dealing
get
with
it.
an injured collarbone.
Why?
Quincy Riley, the DB for Louisville,
That's
is
not how
doubtful for
college
that game
football
today
works.
against
That's not how
Notre Dame.
betting works.
Colston
Any
Loveland is
sport.
on the field at Michigan. He's warming up. He's not on the
You got to
injury
hit these
report. He's
teams on the
gonna
right
play.
weeks, man.
Will
You got to go
Johnson
against
did
the
appear
grain
on the
and get them
injury
at the right
report. He's
time. You
questionable,
can't be
but
like
he
a
is
week
out there
or
in
two late to
warm-ups
the
and looks
party.
like he's going to give it a go. For the
Like
Wolverines.
Louisville, man. If
All right.
Louisville beats
Great
Notre
insight,
Dame
great
today,
news there, Pete. Will Johnson with that huge
everybody
pick
is
six
going to bet
against
on
USC
on
last week. This
Louisville
is what
like in
you
the
have
near
coming up
future,
top
like
of the
next
hour.
week
We
and the week
talked about
after.
Avery Johnson. Wildcats
It's just
at
wrong. They're
home,
going to be
trying to bounce back
overvalued if
against
they
the
do
Pokes,
beat
doing
Notre
the same.
Dame. They're going to
Former
be
Georgia quarterback
overvalued.
Brock Vandegrift leading
Got to take
Kentucky
shots
against
on these
Ole Miss.
teams. Like,
How about
you
Blake
just got to take your
Horvath
shot.
on the day
You
he
just
had
got to take your
against
shot.
Memphis coming through and win? How about
Can't be
those
betting
Mitch
these teams
Shipman?
that had a good performance the week
Are you
prior.
ready for the road?
Doesn't
Goodyear
work like that.
is more driven. And still to come, there is more to talk about. The XO
Bama,
factors,
Georgia, man,
and
this is gonna be
Alabama.
such a good
Carson
game.
Beck. What must he do to maybe create some more explosive
Bama,
plays? Because you know
Georgia.
Milroe is going to deliver
Big
some for the
time.
Tide. And America's
Big time.
couple, Alabama's couple for sure. Miss Terry, Nick Saban, head-to-head, and LC with the headgear pick. It's all coming up. And now, from Baumhauer's Victor
They're
Grove
always
Presents,
eating
we got
so
the
good on
girl
this
here,
show,
right?
man.
They hosted the
Damn,
Nick Saban show
Okay,
for
what we got? What we
17
got?
years.
Right here.
crazy.
Saban show is a good show.
They got this carrot cake for you, Coach.
Oh, my
Says
goodness
fried
gracious. Look at
banana pudding.
this. Hey, what's
Fried
up, man?
banana pudding.
Fried
And
Dudes are balling.
blackberry cobbler.
Kind of like Michigan State as well. Yeah, that one's tough because we have no idea how good Ohio State is yet. It's just hard for. I think it's difficult to bet on a team like Michigan State this
This
particular week
isn't one of those
because
sad, fits in a petite paper bag kind
we
of
really
value
don't know
meal.
how good Ohio State
This
is.
is Arby's $7
That
double
would,
meats
know,
meal.
betting on Michigan State this
Big
week
boy
is
bags only.
kind of like the definition of
Arby's,
gambling.
we have the
You're
meat.
basically taking a guess on how good Ohio State is. I think there's a chance that Ohio State might be the best team in the country, and they've been kind of handbagging all these games because, the schedule's been high school teams. I don't know if they care enough yet. They could show up today and put like an actual pretty mediocre Michigan State team underwater by 40 and really make a statement. So
Military veteran.
my gut says Michigan State.
Sam Elliott.
I
I'm
thought
Grok,
the
your new
Boston
roommate.
College game was pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
They got enough talent. The home field advantage should be significant in this one. I just can't do it, man.
Wow.
To
I've been
actually
trying to
place
join
the wager on
USAA
Michigan
for
State today,
years.
I would have
You know
needed
it's
like
for the
27 and a
military
half.
community and their
I
families.
think Ohio
I know
State
I
is
can't
a
join,
really,
but I could
really
live
good
in your
team, and
house.
their schedule's just been so pathetic. They've just been kind of sandbagging these games, man. We're gonna find out how good Ohio State is today, though.
Ride in your truck.
It'll be interesting to finally
Let's go.
finally see them against like a halfway decent team.
Okay,
Michigan
Jimmy
State's
already
not
got me. Let's
great.
go deliver.
They're
What did he
okay.
get?
They're sort of
Three boneless
subpar, but
wings.
Yep.
No.
on the road against Maryland, on the road against BC, some decent effort. Like,
Open your eyes.
I don't know, man. Let's see what happens with Ohio State. Very interested. I'm very, very interested in terms of like the college football playoff and national championship odds to see how good Ohio State really is. I think they're very good. I think they've been sandbagging the games, keeping most of their important stuff just off the radar.
No more
And
surprises
today
on
we
your
might
bill.
see the real Ohio State. And I hate Ohio State. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Weekend getaway, you. Outdoor
What are your guys' like biggest upsets?
stylish, powerful.
By the way, guys, just tap the like button, please.
Because when you're
If you're in here right now, it'll
you'd
just let the
expect
rest of
nothing
the
less.
rest of the gang know that I'm live.
Mercedes-Benz SUVs featuring the
tap that like
GLE
button
plug-in
real quick.
hybrid and the all-new GLC.
We can get more of the squad in here.
Visit
Get some
MBUSA.com for
opinions
special
going. Maybe
offers on
we'll
select
all put
SUV
together a
models.
parlay together.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and
before
Did you
noon
know
pick.
your new favorite burger has hand smashed
We'll do
patties
something.
made
By the way,
to order,
whiteboard winner's
hot and
behind me,
melted
guys.
cheese and a tangy sauce?
So
How
whiteboard
rude.
winner this week
Let
is
me
Penn
introduce
State.
you.
I'm on Penn
Drag
State
the all new
minus
double Sonic
17.
Smasher and at a half price drink in
That's
the app.
17 to hook. It's 17
I got this
even.
$1,000
I don't know
camera
what the line
for
is
only
now, but
$41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com.
the free pick of the week for college. We were on Utah last week over Oklahoma State. Cash that one. We're sitting at 5-1 on the year. Penn State today is my free pick,
And
guys.
this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
Penn State
I got
against
this KitchenAid
spread.
stand mixer for only $56.
So now I'm seeing 17
got
and a half,
barbecue
18 and a half,
smoker
kind of
for
across the board for
$26.
Penn State.
And shipping is always free.
Go to
I
DealDash.com right now and
dude.
see how much you
Lay
can
it.
save.
At Modern Bound,
Illinois,
we believe
really?
that making
Dude, this
the
is a
perfect
sell high
pair of
spot on,
jeans is
on
an art.
Illinois, in my opinion.
We apply the resin,
They've
then we
overachieved,
hand
man. They
scrape
beat a
it,
shitty
spin and tie
Kansas
it,
team.
wash it,
Probably got a
and
little
apply
too
the
much credit for
finishing
that.
touches. Our
Kansas is
signature
terrible.
Modern Bound jeans have dynamic stretch to provide
You know,
flexibility
you beat,
and a comfortable
you
fit.
beat a Nebraska game
And
that
we
was just
handcraft
sleep.
every pair with a care and quality you
Overrated
can
off
only
of the
get from a
Colorado
true
game.
family business.
I don't know,
I'm
man.
Alejandro,
Penn State,
founder of
I
Modern
watched them in
Bound,
person.
and
I've been at
making
one of their games
incredibly
already this
comfortable
year.
jeans is our passion.
Team's, that team is big, strong, and fast. I think Illinois is in trouble. In a whiteout game,
The past is always
and
present.
the public
in
being
nights
all
like
over
this.
Illinois, public underdog. Yeah, I like Penn State today to cover. I think they win by 20 plus. It's extremely against the grain, and it's just kind of like my kind of like my Virginia Tech. Everyone crucified me for saying Virginia Tech had a chance against Miami.
Like this.
I think Penn State's going to wipe the floor with Illinois, and everybody loves Illinois this week. Maryland outright dub. Who's Maryland got this weekend? I forgot who they're playing. Maryland outright dub. They're at home, right?
I don't expect to fill Coach Saban's shoes.
Let me see if I can find that game.
Every player.
Maryland. Who's Maryland got there?
Impact on championship.
Maryland. Oh, Indiana.
It's what we remember.
Indiana. Boy, that's a sneaky little spot. I know a lot of people are in love with Indiana as well. Of course, everybody bet the shit out of Indiana.
It's what you do.
You got +6. There's a +7.5 out there right now. That's not a great number. At +7.5, over the game's only on at anywhere from 49 to 51. Yeah, I like Maryland now. Do I like them at a 6? No. Do I like them at a 7 and a hook? Sure. You can get it on Caesars right now at -105. You can get Maryland. +7.5 at -105. 65% of the tickets against the spread are on Indiana, and almost 74% of the money. There's a little bit of sharp action on Indiana. It's undeniable, but yeah, I think Miami could be a sneaky play. I don't think money line's out of the equation.
That's what everybody.
What else you guys got? Second favorite upset, honestly, is Minnesota. Sure, that's absolutely in the cards. I think Minnesota could beat Michigan.
Despite the fact that he was a near lock to go.
I mean, you're telling me there's going to just be some ugly, low-scoring game if it's going to be 16-17, that it can't be 16-17 Minnesota off of like one weird turnover, some weird special teams play. Yeah, I think Minnesota has at least a chance.
In the locker room after the SEC
time to bet Michigan was last week.
Came back.
We hit him. We hit him for a nice. I think we put 2.5 units on Michigan last week.
Beck's gonna take
this
it
week,
for the left side touchdown.
I can't be on Michigan this week, guys. By the way, guys, there is still 24 minutes left until these games kick off. I have literally the text ready to go. I have a shit ton of picks that I sent to the group this week, including what you can see on the screen, a 10-unit max play today.
It's one of those hard.
Head over to the website, man, if you want the picks. I'm dialed in, looking for a third winning week of college football in a row. Up almost 10 units last week, so
big plays.
I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm locked in. Big time locked in.
Methodically down and scoring them. I think you got to be able to hit some
shots. Had a good idea about both the games last night. Feel good about today. Yeah, lock the fuck in.
To that clock, hit 0 4 quarters, baby.
Let's see. What's like the biggest upset that I think is legitimately possible here?
Best in the game.
Let's see if I can find you guys a massive upset.
Better than this, as you look at big plays.
I'll tell you what, guys. Is it impossible? Is it impossible to think Kentucky can't beat Ole Miss?
Georgia hasn't had one longer than 50.
On the road, it's a 16.5-point underdog.
20 yards or longer. Georgia's passing at almost 60% of the time.
I don't know.
A lot of it's really short type passes. You look at this dog offense.
Well, I think Georgia's still looking for playmakers, on offense. Which receivers are going to step up?
Wisconsin, I agree.
They had McConkey. Those guys were mismatched players.
They could.
Somebody's got to step up for that to happen. But
Wisconsin could be a huge upset. I agree.
He's a very good quarterback. He's a great reader of defenses. And
Ole Miss rolls, probably. I mean, Kentucky's offense is bad enough at home. Now they're on the road, I don't know.
We have some.
It's not that I think that one's going to happen. Is that impossible?
I think Carson Beck's key
Wisconsin. I like, man.
I'll show you on the film.
I like Wisconsin today.
This guy has got a clean pocket here.
They have a backup quarterback, but he's had a full week to actually get used to the system.
Lawson Lucky, number 7.
I think Wisconsin's a good play against the spread. I would take the 2 touchdowns with Wisconsin. I think they cover, man. I think Wisconsin covers today. It was close to being a premium pick. Extremely close.
Quick decision.
I think Wisconsin plus the points was worthy of being on the whiteboard as well.
And then I think
Georgia didn't want to play all their cards last week. When they needed to score, they went and did it at will. 100%, man. You are spot on. That was the definition. And I wouldn't even say it was a flat spot for Georgia. I wouldn't say it was a flat spot for Georgia. They just literally had zero interest in spilling the beans. So I agree with that 100%. And that creates some interesting value in today's Georgia-Alabama game. You know, they're talking about it.
He's 6'4".
Let's hear what they have to say. By the way, guys, if you're just coming to the stream now, hit the like button just to let everybody else know that I'm live. Let's see if we can get the full gang in here. The full usual Saturday gang.
They got to be physical.
See if we can get everybody in here. We'll put together a parlay or something. So definitely hit that like button real quick.
And the right guard, the veteran of the bunch, isn't playing in his game. And they're coming into this environment.
No right guard.
And a new
Okay,
right
no right
guard. So
guard
the line
from
of
Georgia.
scrimmage, we've talked about it for 3 hours. Who's going to win that? Alabama feels very good about what they can do in Coach Womack's system. First of all, Tim Keenan in the inside. He's dropped a lot of weight, made a big jump this year. Look at them
Definitely
not just
pretty popular public.
but getting off of blocks. Can they do that tonight against this Georgia offensive line?
From what I have seen all week,
contained.
it seems like a lot of people are talking about Alabama defense.
4-2-5. Eyes on the football. They'll sprinkle in some zone, try to be able to rally to the football.
I mean, the guy totally misses block. Was that impressive?
Carson Beck back there.
Or is that just a horrible missed block? I mean,
they haven't had to. Most of it has been
is Alabama extremely overrated?
They drop.
Is Georgia going to go into Tuscaloosa and win by 10?
For the quarterback to feel
What do you guys think about this huge game,
They
man?
get a spy to be able to take care of that.
Is it even thinkable that Colorado can win as an upset?
The first 3 games have been one thing.
I mean, with Shador and Travis, man, it's not impossible, but that's a really, really terrible matchup for Colorado, man. The rushing attack of UCF is amongst the best in the country. So it's just gonna, I think Colorado's going to have.
This is one of those games when you break tickets.
Colorado's
Like,
offense isn't going to be on the field, man. UCF could have like 7-8 minute drives
I
just
think they're
running the
going to
ball.
add pressure. They're going to have a spy on Jalen Milroe to make sure he doesn't hurt them with his legs.
Milroe's next factor today. I wonder if he's going to have a tough game, man. I wonder if he's going to be throwing interceptions.
Receiver averages almost 29 yards per catch.
Ole Miss will definitely roll Kentucky. Yeah, they should.
Defensively, I think
they should. Kentucky's offense is bad.
It absolutely is. And I think the defenses are going to show out, both of them. I think they're going to show out. And you talk about Alabama's defense, they're number 1 in the country on 3rd down. So if they get you off schedule or off point, they're going to attack and they're going to do it. And then for Georgia, on their
number 1 in the country against
if Michael plays, obviously that's a bigger deal. Malachi in the back, though, he has a snap.
Guys, Alabama was in big trouble against Wisconsin until that quarterback got hurt.
I think the defenses are going to potentially steal the show.
6-0 Wisconsin.
I think the one thing is going to be really
spread dropped
critical
all
in
the way
this
down
game
to low single digits. I was watching the game live thinking like, holy crap, Alabama might go down today to
man-to-man in 3 games. If they don't have a
and they got
receiver that
lucky
can
with the quarterback
separate
injury
and get on top of these people, they're going to have a hard time.
Yeah,
Malachi Moore, that you mentioned, expected to be able to go tonight. He got banged up a little in the Wisconsin game. Steve, who are you picking? You picking this game?
Yeah.
Well, he's on such a heater. He's
Oregon rolls UCLA. Yeah, they should.
About,
obviously McConkey.
They should.
They don't have them. What you've seen though,
they should, especially after UCLA
last 2 years they were top 5 in
okay
third down.
against
Georgia was
LSU.
converting. Now they're 71st at only 39%.
Oregon
I
should
love
kill them. Yeah.
The idea of the defensive line, those guys have improved for Alabama and Keenan and Otis and Smith. Overton's been really good. That's the difference. I think that 60 minutes of those guys, that Alabama defense, Alabama wins the game.
Whoa!
Alabama defense. Alabama defense.
You know, the one thing, and Steven, I've
Alabama at home.
With Georgia ranking lower, remember on
It's all been hearing all week, guys. And it could absolutely be true.
Little bit scary.
Generally, these
Oklahoma State and Kansas
public
State
consensus
kicking off
is, man,
immediately after college game day. There's Alan Bowman.
it's not the move.
Got the reset.
I mean, we got Oregon coming off a
Utah
dud of a
came
game
back in
that they didn't
gave
care
them a
about.
chance to get back in the game when Garrett
Alabama's
came in.
D's look good against just
Didn't
horrific
go
teams.
great. I assume we're going to see a lot of
I don't know,
Bowman
man.
today for Gundy. There's Avery
I don't
Johnson.
know.
They gotta do a better job. The coach talked about it.
Georgia
After he
might
did the
have
pick
something to
Kansas
prove.
State, how this
Arkansas?
team imploded, really self-destructed on the road against
I want to like
BYU.
Arkansas
I'm
on the
sure it's been a
points.
very focused week for Kansas State.
I
Keep in
just
mind,
really
Oklahoma
don't
State
like that
and
line
Bowman
movement, man.
and Kansas State.
I mean,
Both
the
these
books
guys had a
the books
difficult
have
conference
blown
loss last
Texas
week.
A&M
Now,
favorite up
who's
like
gonna be
pretty
able to
good.
step
That's
out of this, get some momentum built?
pretty
Who's
bad
gonna have
sign.
two
What is
straight
that up to
conference
now?
losses?
It's up to a 6.
Shot to DJ Giddens. 0
You can get Arkansas
Now
plus
NFL
6
prospects.
on
Speaking of
Caesars.
NFL prospects on ABC.
On Caesars right now, you can get
Jackson Dart
Arkansas
leads the
plus
nation.
6.
Total offense
I
passing
think I
offense
like
by
that.
more than 30 yards per
I
game
think
when
it's
close
gotten
to
up high
Yeah, a lot of
enough
people
to
think
where
this
I
is
think it's
sneaky
too
early
high.
kick in Kentucky. Again, a team that
Down around
you just
3 or
can't figure out
4,
from one week
I
to the
would
next.
lean
Competing
A&M
against
at a
Georgia wouldn't
6.
shock me at all. Even with their top corner
I
down in
think
this game,
I
if
think
they're able to
Arkansas might
compete
be
on an
worth a
early
shot
kick at
there.
Ole Miss.
5.5 DraftKings, yeah.
Very talented guy. The former
Yeah, I don't
Georgia
like
quarterback.
5.5, man. 6 is
Get
the
going.
number.
Wait a second. It's
Outstanding.
Reese. Oh, no. Oh, Pat, we got to get you
I
going.
don't like the
Yeah.
5.5.
Congrats, Reese. Way to go, brother.
UNLV wins even without a quarterback. Yo, you can't be betting on that, though.
Superdog, Washington State minus 6.5.
By the way, guys,
Boise
sorry if
State.
the connection's like
Boise
a
is
little
nationally ranked for the
bit
first
in and
time
out just
in
here
7
periodically.
years. Washington
Sometimes the
State has
Wi-Fi's a
2
little bit
chances.
slow. Don't be
Slim
betting on
and
UNLV, man.
I'm going with
Just
the
with what's
Slims.
going on with that
Washington
program,
State
that's
upsets Boise.
But it's a little
that's just
brown jug here with Michigan,
yeah, it's
Minnesota.
just too
I don't
unstable
think
over there.
Michigan's gonna lose this game, but after such a big win, and Minnesota couldn't look any worse.
It's good with
last
this
week.
Wi-Fi, guys. Can you leave a
Perfect time
comment?
for a competitive
Drop
game
some
here
comments
with
in
an
the
early
chat.
kick in Ann Arbor.
Is
Minnesota's
the
gonna hang around
the connection a little bit choppy right now?
So, Lee,
It's showing kind of a
use your
medium connection.
statement.
Maybe it just cleared
Not
up.
so fast.
Let me know if the
I'm
connection's
taking
all right.
Washington State. I think they've been very productive all year, so I think they're going to continue. And Boise State.
Uh-oh, come on, StreamYard.
It's a
Come
good
on,
team, but
StreamYard.
I like the points.
I picked Washington State.
Wow, everybody's on Washington State.
Well, guys,
I picked
everybody
Washington
picks
State.
I guess we're going to make
Let me go ahead and just move this out of here.
it a trifecta.
Whoa,
because I
whoa.
picked Washington State, too. And it just follows my counter algorithm, guys. So maybe
Wow, they're
you guys
all
will
on
start to
Washington
pick up on
State.
some things.
No one's talked about Maryland having a chance in this
Me,
game.
Boise.
That guy Ty Felton,
Me,
41
Boise.
catches already, over 600 yards. Indiana's got all the shine. Went out to the Louisville, got a
UNLV
win, came
Max
home, got a win.
play.
I got Maryland.
Yeah, no. K-State minus 4, lock it in. 4.5. Yeah, I mean it's a good number. I think there's some 5.5s out there.
I know Travis Hunter's the best
You believe
player in
Georgia
college
gets it
football.
done? You're
Listen,
not an
we're gonna give you
SEC homer,
14.
but Georgia
Please,
gets
please,
it done.
please
Yeah,
take
probably.
Colorado, they say.
And you took him.
And I took them. Amen. I'm going with I'm not convinced on UCF at least outscoring that. RJ Harvey, I know.
This guy's on Colorado.
KJ
What a
Jefferson,
dumbass.
KJ Jefferson. Those are all the super dogs. Boy, it was really popular to pick Wazoo as a super dog. But,
Uh-oh.
but.
Hey, off of 3-0, kind of feeling good. Jimmy tells me yesterday 3 people are on Washington State. I'll make
you're
this
going
easy.
Whole world's
I'm
on
going the other
Washington
way.
State. Let's look at the money splits. Let's see how bad this is.
Very smart.
Money splits for Washington
competition.
State.
There you go.
I think that's a nice
Maybe,
game.
maybe we should all look to someone else's
Money splits for Washington State.
Wheels up, make sure that we get our celebrity guest
74%
speaker here
of
every week.
tickets
I think
placed
wheels
against
down
the spread are on
probably
Wazoo.
this time, Jeff.
Only 63% of the money.
Of course the sun comes out from Miss Terry. I mean, this woman
Retards,
is
bro.
so loved,
Actual
the chanting, the
retards.
signs. I mean, Miss Terry,
How
how
do
does it
people
feel
just
to
not
be
get
a
this
fan
stuff?
at these games instead of coach's wife?
Well, just for
Yo, what up,
50
Dino?
years I've been coming
What's happening?
to
Let's get it today,
football
man.
games.
Big day, big
The
day.
difference is we were
3 winning
coaching,
weeks in a
and
row
Nick
in
was a
college
coach.
football inbound.
So it was much more stressful, a lot of pressure.
Both teams are
And
SEC.
now
How could you be
I
a
can
homer?
enjoy the fans,
Yeah, it's
the
fair.
band.
That's fair. Bama versus Georgia game has a
even a
lead
hot
prop over under 15.5. You mean it? You're saying the margin at any point of the game
always.
to be
Yes,
under
We were never
15.5.
tailgate, and now we can.
And now you can.
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds on
So
that?
I understand
Clay,
that
drop
you
the
helped
odds
create
in
a
the
lot of
comment
game day
section.
traditions. Which one is
That's an interesting wager. It is hard to believe
your favorite?
that one
I have
team
a
is
couple
going to
of
be able to
traditions that I love.
get that much
We have a
distance.
great band. So,
Thoughts on Baylor and BYU? I like Baylor.
so
I like Baylor over BYU
pregame
just
when they
strictly on
do the
BYU off a
elephants and
huge
they
upset.
play
This is just situational football, guys. BYU just clobbered K-State, and now they're an underdog. And everybody, and the line movement has gone right through the field goal. And that's up to a 3, isn't it? StreamYard's connection, man. Trash.
So what are you
I'm going to refresh StreamYard. Hold on.
working on?
Something for the Garcias.
Hold up.
Right there is great.
I guess I'll let it go.
Honey, honey.
Thanks, Mom.
We've got
Turns
24
out
hours
a
to get
little
all
bit.
of this under control.
Let's look at these.
And you're gonna need these today.
Look at these
Oh, we
Baylor
can
money
deliver that.
splits.
Thank you.
Give you guys another idea of just how stupid people are.
today.
63% of bets. BYU only 40% of the money. I mean, that's just Baylor just gave away a game to Colorado. Baylor's looked subpar this year, and somehow they're minus 3.5 over BYU, who just clobbered Kansas State.
You know, Coach Prime.
I mean, guys, Baylor or BYU, they got outgained. The whole box score pointed towards Kansas State. There's just some weird things happening in Provo on a Saturday night. That was a good spot to take BYU last week. Not this week. I'd be on Baylor if I was going to bet that game. Plus 584, 3-leg parlay, Wisconsin, Arkansas, and Minnesota. Is that money line? Or you're talking spreads together? I would not be parlaying those three. I mean, if you guys want to take a shot on a parlay, okay. Not those three, man. I like those three against the spread. Just definitely not together.
Value meals from
Texas
other places
rolls,
could talk.
yeah, I mean, that's
like
really
this.
that's a bold statement.
If Arby's $7 double meats meal could talk,
Thoughts on USF
it'd
Tulane?
talk like
No
me.
idea, actually. I'm very
Arby's,
neutral,
we
and I really
have
don't
the
have an
meat.
opinion on that one, to be honest.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line.
Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe it's kind of a flat spot for USF. It's kind of a. They might not care as much to play Tulane. Tulane might cover.
I got this $1,000 camera.
Baylor defensive coach should get fired. Oh, he should be hung. He should be hung like
sold for only 50 cents. This
on like a
iPad
public
Pro
street
sold
in
for
Texas,
less than
man.
$34.
That is
And this
inexcusable.
Nintendo Switch sold for
They
less than
basically gave up
$20.
back Hail Marys. The first one was basically dropped. I mean,
I got this
Baylor not winning that game is just one of the more disgusting losses we've ever had.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Oh, for your
This will be
parlay,
the last moment you ever think of soda
plus
as being a dirty
584,
word.
all three of those on the spread. Yeah, just straight bet
And that's
those.
because
Th-
this
those
soda,
three
Poppy,
underdogs,
has none of the
no.
bad stuff.
One of them is
Instead,
going to get
it has
fucked
all
up.
of the
So
flavor.
you can't parlay those.
The future of soda is now, and it's called
Grab
Poppy.
meats. Damn. Georgia by 10. Oh,
You can just have someone
bold,
on fiber do
man.
it. It's no big deal.
Hiring
I can
freelancers
see it,
just
though.
for small tasks
Alabama
is
definitely
like
a popular
hiring
pick. By
Martha
the way, guys,
Stewart
if you're
as
just
in
coming to the live stream, hit the like button.
Intern
Let everybody know we're live
Sometimes
here. We got
great
about 10
challenge
minutes
is
left
right
before we get
under your nose.
through all these game picks. Just see if we can get most of the usual squad in here. If you guys hit that like button, more people will come in. It'll let the usual people know that we're live. Get more opinions in here, more game picks. And again, another friendly reminder. I do have a 10-unit max play out today, the biggest play of the year. We're looking for a third winning week in college football. We're looking for a breakout week in the NFL, up almost 10 units last week. Should have been 6-2, but went 5-3 in college football last week. You guys can get on the website, danspicks.net, link in the description. Or just Google it, man, danspicks.net. You really get a full week of picks, man.
Right here are the standings.
10-unit max
Celebrity
play.
guest
As
picker
soon as you
going
guys
to
stand up,
stay
I'll send you a
continues
text
to
like
lead
right
the way.
now. I have the
Seamus
text ready to go.
In week 0 in Dublin, hit 3 out of
It's literally ready to send to you. If you just sign up right now and put your phone number in, boom, I'll just send you all the plays today.
4.
So still 10 minutes if you're interested. See what these guys pick, man. So far, some of the things that stuck out to me was all of them seem to be on Washington State over Boise State. That's extremely public underdog pick.
I don't know. Are you dressing in mourning because
Illinois,
you know you're going to
Illinois
put his
is
picks
in
in a funeral here?
extremely public underdog pick today.
Why Nick is so worried about my picks.
These are
although he
spots you
keeps
have to
wanting
avoid.
see them.
Does it mean you should bet the other side? No, not necessarily. It just means you shouldn't fucking bet the public underdogs. You can't do this stuff.
No, after 52 years, I know if
Oklahoma
she wins
plus
this, it's gonna
1.5.
cost me
No,
something.
I like Auburn, man. I like Auburn.
Well, let's get
The
started.
whole
with
entire
Saturday
universe is on
selections
Oklahoma,
brought to you
man.
by Coors
That
Light.
spread
Across
has
the
split.
state from
It's gone
here
through the
in the
zero.
loveliest
Auburn from
village
a
on the plain.
from a small underdog all the way through to zero, and now Auburn's a favorite at home. Auburn is looked horrendous. Everybody's saying that Oklahoma defense will show up and get them a win today. They got some serious issues offensively. I like Auburn. I like Auburn. Come on, Auburn.
I
Give me
saw
Auburn.
Oklahoma's defense last week, and I was very impressed.
I
with
was
that.
gonna
And
bet this
until
game, I'd be on
gets their
Auburn.
Quarterback Wu straightened out. I got to go
Thoughts
with
on
Oklahoma.
Baylor?
Okay.
Yeah, I like Baylor today. That's just situational football,
You
man.
looked over my
BYU coming off
shoulder,
that
didn't you?
huge upset
Yes, you did.
letdown spot, and their
Look, I
offense
know
sucks.
Oklahoma
Baylor
has
should come up with a win.
supposedly a lot of players out. I don't care if they have 20 players out. Auburn's going to win. Oklahoma's going to win. Oklahoma's going to win.
Miss Terry here, 2019 cover model for Birmingham.
Connecticut versus Buffalo?
Saw
Come on,
last night at
man.
the house.
You know I ain't
Beautiful
covering
place.
that.
Great meatballs, good pasta.
No way.
You're the best. I'm agreeing with whatever you say
Bro,
today.
what,
Give me
did you go to school at one of those
Oklahoma.
schools? Why are you interested in betting that?
Oklahoma's got a new quarterback. Ask him. That kid, he ran in the game. He plays. Oklahoma wins it. The Sooners bet him.
Boy, Hawkins gave them a spark last week. He was. Keep in mind, they got some injuries. Top 5 wide receivers down for Oklahoma. Hawkins' ability to get out of trouble will help them. Auburn's played well enough to win. They just turned the ball over 14 on the year. I think they
it is. It's going to be a close game. They could easily win the game. I mean, this is kind of a coin flip type game, but it's classic spot, man. This is classic spot where
Manny Diaz together
Auburn
again,
should get it done.
Yeah, Carolina was embarrassed a week ago, but I think they bounced back. I have UNC beating Duke.
Well, it'd be
I
interesting.
think I like UNC.
Does respond in this game?
I think I like
UNC. I know
UNC.
there's a lot of issues there, so I'm going to go with Duke.
I really like Mac Brown and his wife, and I agree, Desmond. I think they're going to rebound and rally and win the game.
Not so fast, Miss Terry.
Hey,
give me Duke. I like Malik Murphy.
It is an important win for the Brownies. You got to get this one. Upset Duke.
You going Duke? I'm going North.
No.
We're going North Carolina.
Upset the Duke.
The Brownies. Okay. I'm with you. I'm going to go with you and Mister. I'm going North Carolina. Des,
I
you have North Carolina.
think I like North
I'm
Carolina.
with all 3 of you.
Let's go. Go Duke. Louisville,
Can't
Notre
bet
Dame.
that.
I think Notre Dame wins this game, but Louisville covers. Very close game.
I think I agree. I think I agree with
I
that.
like Louisville in this game. I like Notre Dame's defense, but
Notre
until they
Dame
can score
might
more
win.
points on
I
offense, I'm
think
gonna stay with
Louisville's going to
Louisville.
get the cover here.
2 close teams ranked 15th and 16th, but I think touchdown Jesus is going to make the difference. Notre Dame.
Hey, man. I like that you two are watching your own film in 2 different rooms at the house making these picks. I just want to let you know I'm a big fan of that beautiful home, by the way. Thank you for having us there. And I heard Tommy earlier said he wants to give a thank you to his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and Nick Saban. Nick Saban's here. I'll take Jesus Christ. Give me Notre Dame winning over Louisville.
Never go against the Irish.
Never go against the cat.
Sweetheart. I'm with you. I think Louisville is a dangerous
Jacob,
football
I don't
team.
like
Tyler
the
Shuck
under.
doing a great
I like the
job with
over
his
in that
system
game,
with
I
Jeff
think.
Brom. I just think that Notre Dame at home, losing last year, showing up with a chip on their shoulder, I like the Irish.
All right, ABC at noon, Kentucky.
I got like
Ole Miss.
Louisville, man. Give me Louisville.
Oh, wow. I got Ole Miss big on this one. I didn't even know. I'm like, are we going against the spread or what? I got Ole Miss, yeah.
Get the win.
Lane was really comfortable on the show earlier. Ole Miss big.
Ole Miss has had a lot of weapons, scored a lot of points. Until somebody can prove they can slow them down, got to stay with Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I love Lane Kiffin's aggressive offensive style. How many times did he go for it on 4th down against us in dangerous territory? Ole Miss.
A lot of moxie out of Lane Kiffin. I heard your husband and he had some great interactions. Told some of those stories last night over dinner. It was amazing. Kentucky obviously played Georgia phenomenal. They had a couple of tough losses against South Carolina and Georgia. They blew out Ohio last week. I wonder who they are exactly. I don't know if they have enough for Ole Miss, but UK might be a team at the end of this.
Ole Miss wins this one. Offense, keep it.
They have 670 yards of offense per game.
Yeah.
And I think that continues. Kentucky has their corner down. I'm going Jackson Dart and Ole Miss.
Doc, Ben, Tommy, Terry, this might be the most diverse college game day in the history of game day. So many animals.
Here we go.
It's simulated whiteout energy, Illinois, Penn State.
Yeah, because the whiteout energy, I'm going to go with Penn State, but I think it's going to be much closer than the experts think. But Penn State will win.
I think Luke Altmaier has done a really good job for Illinois, but I also think Penn State, team-wise, defensively, overall, physical, I got to go with Penn State.
I just love State College in the fall. It's near where we grew up. And again, the whiteout is tremendous.
Not really. You guys are from Southern West Virginia.
Earlier today, I said that Pat Bryant was a transfer into Illinois. He was actually brought up through the program. They bring in Zachary Franklin, though, as a weapon for Altmaier. I think this Illinois team is phenomenal. Not good enough today, though. We are Penn State. I think they get a big win tonight.
Hey, I agree with you. Penn State, because they got good players, real good players. I think Penn State.
Boy, it's fun to watch Brett Bielema
And Penn State,
transform an
I
Illinois
swear,
football program
still under the
into
radar,
his
man.
personality.
Penn State's
They're
under the
playing
radar.
great defense. They're winning the turnover
Penn
margin.
State's
They're
top
doing all
3
the
in the
little
country.
things. And Luke Altmaier,
They're
who you
top
talked about,
3.
is just being incredibly
Not top 5,
efficient.
not
So
top
I'm with
7.
Des. I think they're going to hang around in this
I think
game
Penn
with
State
playing
might
with that
take
kind
the
of
Natty
chip on
this
their
year.
shoulder. Penn State at home, tough to beat.
BYU after that, and that's dangerous.
Yeah, that is very-
BYU,
and we're gonna
big
get a
win
call
against
from
Kansas
Brett.
State.
Get the
Baylor, the
call.
heartbreaker against Colorado. BYU unbeaten. Who you got, BYU or Baylor?
Yeah, I'm believing BYU. I like their brand of football,
Desmond,
so I'm
bro.
going
Desmond
BYU
is,
big.
Desmond is
Yeah,
so
me too.
square.
The quarterback, Jake Retzlaff, that guy made a believer out of me last week, so I'm BYU in this one.
Same here. After the big win against Kansas State, I think.
Yeah,
they're gonna
after they get a
continue
huge win at home, let's
BYU.
all jump
Amen,
on them
and
on the
continue it.
road.
I'll take BYU. They scored like 21 points in like 2 minutes last week.
People are
I think
smoking
they can
crack,
continue to
man.
build on that
Smoking
and
crack.
very mature team.
Sorry. Miss Terry, not so fast. BYU's got a good off defense. but
Corso,
they're
man.
playing
Lee
in
Corso at
Waco.
least still has some common
Waco.
sense.
I take Baylor.
It's official. You're now officially on the set here, getting that not so fast. It is
Not
crazy.
so fast.
You know,
Herb Street's gonna
usually
be on
say somebody
BYU.
knows something that I don't know. This feels like one of those games. BYU, huge win last week. Baylor, a huge loss at the end of the game. Baylor's favored. I'm going against the somebody knows something. I'm going with BYU.
Now, we said they're begging you to take Colorado, getting 2 touchdowns against UCF. Who wins the game?
Yeah, I'm going with Colorado. I think their offense is going to score enough points to win this game because you know that
Desmond
UCF 's gonna
Howard
slow
might
it down,
actually
but
be
like
on
Shedeur
drugs.
Sanders, they're going to win.
He may actually be on
UCF's
drugs.
going to run the ball, shrink the game, limit Colorado's opportunities. I'm going with UCF.
Against our good friend Dion? Really? He texted you this week and said what a great job you were doing.
Wow. Coach, unbelievable.
I got your back, Dion. Colorado.
I, too, am picking Colorado to get a massive win because they have all the tools you would potentially need. On the offensive side, they can keep up with
Yeah,
anybody.
they have all
Can
the
get off
tools
field
except the
with
defense
UCF?
that can't
They
stop
need
the
it.
run
Aflac
versus
Doc
the
was
top
sitting over
3
there.
running
Got me feeling pretty good
attack
about
in
it
the
all. Give me
country.
Coach Prime
Good
in
luck.
Colorado.
UCF and live that school's in beautiful
They
downtown
could.
Orlando.
This could be.
I live in
This
there.
could be a 40-point blowout.
UCF, you crazy?
Yeah, I'm
picking
with
UCF.
you with UCF. RJ Harvey, going back to last year, 5 straight 100-yard games, 375.
Bro,
a game
Colorado
on
should
the
have lost to
ground.
Baylor.
I think the line of scrimmage and the bounce house there in Orlando, beautiful downtown Orlando. I like them to win that one.
But they've been really good there over the last 7 years. See if
Crazy,
Colorado
man.
can change that. Also in the Big 12, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, both a little desperate now.
Yeah, the Cowboys, they cannot stop the run. They're terrible on defense. They cannot get Ollie Gordon going. So I'm going with Kansas State.
I'm going to just go with Kansas State as well. I just think they made so many mistakes in the game last week that are all fixable, that they're going to be a really improved team this week.
Weather is horrible at the
always
Michigan
believe
game.
that the best
Yeah.
running game is also the
Offense
best
terrible
defense.
regardless.
So control the clock.
Mm.
So Kansas State.
To your point, Oklahoma State hasn't been
Jacob,
able to
man,
get
you
Ollie
can't be
going. Bowman has
parlaying
his problems.
stuff.
Avery Johnson maybe has a nice learning lesson last week against the Mormons. Give me Kansas State as well.
If you got
That was a
a very
wonderful
you got to have a
comment. That
very
was a
certain strategy with
wonderful
parlays.
speech.
Very
I'm taking
certain strategy.
Kansas State.
For the most part,
thought it was
just treat that.
According to my
For the most
calculations,
part.
you guys have disagreed on 3 games so far. What I can't wait for.
Yeah, but
is
Andrew,
that
you got to be
graphic come
careful,
up
man.
The rest of the
Just
year,
because
and
it's
up the
going to be
top,
low
it says
scoring
this
doesn't
terrible.
automatically mean it's an easy
As a
cover.
reminder, that'll be fun.
Because
for
that could mean
I'm
Minnesota
going
might
with
not
Kansas
score
State. Oklahoma State,
anything.
believe it or not, Ollie Gordon, that offensive line has struggled. They're not running the
If
football.
it's going to be an ugly
that well.
grind, run the
Bowman
ball
back in the
type
spot.
game,
I think Kansas
you could
State
argue that
at
actually
home
favors
wins this
Michigan
game.
more. So just
That's
be
it. I'm
careful with
sorry.
Minnesota.
And then the one in prime time here in
I like them. I think they
Tuscaloosa
cover,
tonight.
but just be
You know,
careful.
with the new
Don't go
12-team
like too
playoff,
crazy on
that
that game.
tempers
That's
the
a
intensity
shitty
here.
game.
There's no trophy ceremony after this game except them. Who am I kidding, man? It's Georgia and Alabama, and it means everything.
I wonder who Nick
The
Saban's
level of
going to
excitement
pick.
that surrounds this game is special. It's different. It's
This game's going to be
epic.
so
I
good,
think about
man.
The games that have been played and how extremely tough and
This
physical
is
they
such a good day of college football. There's such good games on. The Louisville Notre Dame game will be a great game.
with those type of
Bama, Georgia, great game today.
Country, why we are who we say
Oklahoma
we are. Have a
State,
TV
Kansas
present. I'll make
State
sure
should
you
be a
have the
great
ESPN app
game.
on your phone because you're not going to want to miss this.
Georgia's last 51 games, they've only lost 2 of them, both to Alabama. Will it be 3 tonight? Who wins the game?
I had a concern of Alabama's offensive line when I saw them against USF. They made some changes in the second half. They took over that game, then they just dominated Wisconsin. I love what I'm seeing in the trenches from Alabama. Roll Tide.
Saban told Pat McAfee he has Bama. We all know Mr. Saban has Bama today. I bet my life on it.
If I could add to that, I talked to one of the mothers of one of our players, and she said her son said, "We are confident and we are ready." Alabama.
All right. Last year, by the way, Pat, your pick was the best of the year. When you want to remind the folks what you did there?
Well, I just called the dogs, and then I said, give me the state that has been phenomenal for college football for so damn long. Give me the school that has the Bear, the Goat, and now the Boar. And from the Strip to the Quad to the Saban household last night, that is absolutely beautiful.
You put
There's only one
52,000
thing
on
that's
Georgia
running
plus
through my
1.
soul, and that is
Yeah, right. Let's see that ticket.
Miss Derek, sorry to do that next to you. You're a wonderful lady. I got Alabama in the Kalen DeBoer era, putting a stamp.
Man, everyone's on
the
Bama.
SEC. Sorry, Miss Derek.
LC, you're up, kid.
I have picked Alabama and put that on 37 times.
He's going with Georgia.
That's a record.
Alabama's got a quarterback, Bill
Corso's going to pick
when
Georgia.
he has accounted for 14 touchdowns this first 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
8 of them passing, 6 of them running. You seen him highlighted the whole week? Roll Tide, roll.
Wow. The whole panel, man. Everybody's on Alabama. Everybody.
Alabama across the board. Will Georgia
Everybody's
have the final
on
word? You can
Bama.
see it on ABC tonight. Extensive pregame coverage. Great
Wow.
So enjoy your college football Saturday.
All right. Makes me a little happier, to be honest.
Well, Reese, we go from one great college football scene to another because when it's a Saturday.
All right, let me get rid of that, guys. Before you guys bounce, do we put together one last little parlay? Probably not, because parlays, you got to be very, very smart with how you do them. Friendly reminder, guys, if you want it, if you're interested, 10-unit max play today. I'm not screwing around. Looking for 3rd winning week in college football in a row. It's going to be a breakout, though, in NFL. I'm going to try to do a live stream tomorrow, guys, or actually probably later tonight for the NFL. So definitely subscribe and keep those notifications on because I'm not sure when I'm going to go live. You will get the notification when I do go live. I want to get back on here one more time and run through some NFL stuff with you guys. You know, the latest line movement and just kind of where the public's putting their money and stuff like that. Answer your questions or whatever. So I will probably be on here. It might be the late night hours tonight. So Eastern Standard Time. I mean, I might be on here at like 1 a.m. tonight, just middle of the night, maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see, but I'm definitely planning on getting back on here one more time to try to get you guys some last opinions on the NFL. So hopefully everybody has a good day today. There's some good games. Don't chase your losses. If you have a losing day, there's a ton of season left. You're going to have some losing days in the mix. Let it go. You got all the NFL tomorrow. Just focus on NFL tomorrow. If you guys are down at the end of the night, you're looking at Washington State getting points. Don't chase your losses. Take the L, move on to tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Good luck today. It's going to be a sick day of college football. I can't wait. About to absolutely go nuclear. I'm out. Peace.